We're sitting here with the executive editor of the Heartland Institute. You can find it at heartland.org and stoppingsocialism.com, Justin Haskins. How old are you, Justin?
I am 31 years old.
31. And we were just talking about his video, going to campus. And what were you talking to people on your video?
We actually went to Students for Liberty's annual conference, me and Donnie Kendall, who does these presentations with me. It was a presentation called Socialism is Evil. Mm-hmm. And we gave this presentation at this LibertyCon in Washington, D.C. And it was just we took a video clip of the last 3 minutes of it, of me giving a speech saying, hey, socialism is evil. Don't go this way. This is going to be a disaster. And we put it on Facebook.
And a lot like what I saw you do in Washington, D.C.
Very similar.
Yeah,
yep.
Very funny, fact-driven.
Right. It was, and people loved it. It was great. We got a great reaction for it. Put it on Facebook, put it on all sorts of social media, tried to advertise it on Facebook. And when I did that, I suddenly, without any warning, got banned from Facebook. Not my account, but the advertising account. Totally and completely banned.
You cannot advertise at all on anything in Facebook.
For 2 months after I appealed it 7 times, couldn't get anything reversed, couldn't get an explanation for what it was until the very end. They told me, hey, your ad was misleading. You know, it was basically in the same category as diet pills and things like that.
What was your ad saying?
The ad was literally just a 3-minute clip of the end of the speech. That's
Which
all
is just saying that
socialism is evil. Don't go that direction. Support individual liberty. There was nothing in it that was even remotely offensive or anything like that. They didn't like that, so they shut my account down. I wrote an article about it. It was published, and a couple media outlets picked it up. And then the next day, after 2 months and 7 or 8 appeals, Facebook said, "Oh, it was just a mistake. We'll fix it. Don't worry." And so
they placate. They only pay attention when it catches enough attention.
Right.
They're eating all at the edges right now. But soon as they can eat all of those edges and they're gone, they'll start going after the big guys. And I'm seeing this. Steven Crowder. I mean, we are now number 2 behind Fox. TheBlaze.com is now number 2 behind Fox in all conservative media. That's astounding. Now, the gap between us is huge, but still we're the next in line. They are now going after Steven Crowder. They're going after, I think I've been flagged, 50 times in the last week. Steven Crowder he's on his 3rd strike now. And I'm not sure he's going to keep his YouTube platform. That is gigantic for Steven Crowder because that's where young people get their entertainment. They're not watching news. They're not watching Fox. They're not watching cable. They're not watching television.
Right.
They're watching YouTube. And I honestly, because we had the attorneys yesterday going over, the show as we were in rehearsal yesterday. And they were saying, got to cut this, got to cut this, got to cut this. And I'm like, no, we're not going to. It's fair use. And they said, you could be flagged. We could be taken off in the middle. Steven Crowder was taken off in the middle of the broadcast.
Yeah. No, it's terrifying. And they're terrified of Steven Crowder, frankly.
Yes,
and they're terrified of people like Steven Crowder because they know the only way we turn the ship around is to reach young people.
Yes.
And they don't want us reaching young people.
Correct.
And so that's our only hope. I mean, we're on the edge of the cliff. And the only chance of surviving, literally the only chance, is to go and talk to young people and to explain to them why this has never worked, why 167 million people over the last 100 years have been imprisoned or exiled or murdered by socialist and communist parties. They don't want that message getting out. And so they will do anything to stop us from reaching younger people. And that's exactly why they're going after people like Steven Crowder and other young people like that, because they don't want that message getting out to them. And they know that people like Steven Crowder can sit down in a room with these people and have a conversation with them in a way that someone who's 50 or 60 years old can't do. It's just not the same. Younger people relate to younger people, and they know that. So they're terrified, and they're trying to silence people like that.